They used to look at us like we were relics, like we were trying to send a fax in the middle of a live stream. We complained about screens replacing everything. And now, in 2026, even major business publications are admitting the industry may have gone too far. A recent Business Insider report highlights how automakers are quietly bringing physical buttons back after years of touchscreen-only interiors, citing safety concerns and customer backlash. That shift isn't nostalgia, it's data catching up with design. Warranty claims rose, customer satisfaction dipped, regulators started paying attention. This isn't enthusiasts whining, it's the market correcting itself in real time. Today, we're counting down 13 features automakers stripped away in the name of cost-cutting and minimalism, and why they're now slowly reversing course. Stay with me, because number 1 affects every repair bill you'll ever face.
Number 13. The $2,000 light bulb problem. Serviceable parts versus sealed assemblies. A friend lightly tapped a parking post and thought the damage was minor. One LED inside the tail lamp failed, but because the unit was fully sealed, the entire assembly had to be replaced at enormous cost. Older vehicles allowed simple component swaps. A bulb burned out, you replace the bulb. Now integrated modules combine LEDs, sensors, control boards, and motors into one non-serviceable package. That design speeds up factory assembly but complicates ownership. Repair costs have risen sharply because small failures require large replacements. Insurance premiums follow those trends. Consumers pushed back, arguing technology should not eliminate reasonable repair options. Some manufacturers are responding with more modular designs again. Efficiency matters, but so does practicality. A tiny electronic failure should not demand a massive financial response. And this philosophy shift extends beyond lighting systems into everyday controls.
Number 12. Why touchscreens made driving harder. The return of physical climate controls. I once tried lowering the temperature while merging into fast-moving traffic in a fully digital SUV. Instead of twisting a knob, I had to navigate a menu. My eyes left the road longer than I liked. Touchscreens look futuristic and reduce hardware cost, but physical controls offer muscle memory. You reach, adjust, and keep your focus forward. Even a few seconds of distraction at highway speed equals hundreds of feet traveled without full attention. Drivers quickly realized sleek design came with usability trade-offs. After waves of complaints and safety discussions, manufacturers began restoring dedicated buttons for essential functions. Innovation should reduce friction, not increase it. Removing tactile controls saved money. Bringing them back restores confidence behind the wheel, and confidence becomes even more important when you're stranded on the side of the road.
Number 11. The feature that left drivers stranded. The disappearance of the full-size spare. A close friend experienced a blowout miles from help. He opened the trunk expecting a spare tire and found only a compressor and sealant kit that couldn't fix structural damage. Automakers removed spare tires to reduce weight and claim small fuel economy gains. On paper, it looks efficient. In reality, the annual savings are minimal for most drivers. Tire-related breakdowns remain one of the most common roadside issues. A real spare provides independence when cell service disappears and weather turns harsh. Trucks and serious off-road vehicles never abandoned them because buyers demanded capability. Now more crossovers quietly offer spare options again after sustained feedback. Redundancy is not outdated, it is preparation. A compressor handles small punctures, it cannot repair shredded rubber. Backup solutions matter, and so does accurate information under the hood. Number 10. The gauge that lied to you. Buffered engine temperature displays. Many modern temperature gauges are programmed to appear stable across a wide operating range. The needle stays in the middle until overheating becomes severe.
I discovered this while towing uphill in summer heat when a diagnostic tool showed rising temperatures long before the dashboard indicated trouble. Manufacturers softened gauge movement to reduce customer anxiety and dealership visits. It lowered complaints but reduced transparency. Accurate readings allow drivers to spot gradual overheating, coolant loss, or stress under load before catastrophic damage occurs. Some newer models now offer clearer digital data for drivers who demand real-time insight. Drivers do not need exaggerated swings. They need honesty. Mechanical transparency builds trust. Hiding variation only delays awareness. And long drives reveal another cost-cutting decision you feel immediately. Number 9. The quiet car that got loud. The hidden removal of sound insulation. Step into certain newer vehicles at highway speeds and wind noise becomes noticeable. To meet efficiency targets and reduce costs, manufacturers trimmed insulation in doors, floors, and firewalls. I drove an older sedan that felt calmer and quieter than its newer replacement, despite higher pricing. Sustained cabin noise increases fatigue and mental strain during long trips. Refinement once defined premium experience. Removing insulation saved money and a bit of weight, but altered the daily drive. Reviews began pointing out louder cabins, and buyers started noticing during test drives. Some refreshed models now include improved dampening materials after criticism. Quietness is not excess. It enhances focus and reduces stress. Saving a small amount per vehicle can cost far more in perception and satisfaction, and comfort inside the seat followed a similar path. Before we go further, if this breakdown is helping you see your vehicle differently and understand what really affects ownership costs, take a second to subscribe. It genuinely supports deeper, research-driven content like this and helps more drivers stay informed. Now let's continue. Number 8. The $15 cut that hurts your back. Adjustable lumbar support returns. I once spent months commuting in a car without adjustable lumbar support, and my lower back made sure I remembered it. Removing adjustable mechanisms saved manufacturers a modest amount per seat. Across large production numbers, that becomes significant financially. For drivers, it becomes chronic discomfort. Human spines are not identical. Personalized support reduces fatigue and improves posture. Seat comfort consistently ranks among the top ownership satisfaction factors. Yet lumbar adjustment was often removed from base trims first. After consistent complaints and lower satisfaction scores, some brands restored manual or power lumbar options. Comfort is not a luxury when you spend hours driving daily. It affects focus, energy, and even long-term health. Small cost reductions sometimes create lasting inconvenience. And maintenance transparency faced similar reductions.
Number 6. The percentage that isn't measuring. Oil life monitors that gas. Dashboard oil percentages appear precise, but most rely on algorithms rather than chemical sensors. They calculate degradation based on mileage, revolutions, and temperature cycles. Under normal conditions, that works reasonably well. Under severe use like towing, extreme heat, or frequent short trips, oil breaks down faster than predicted. I have seen oil drained at high remaining percentages that looked heavily worn. Earlier systems sometimes measured oil properties directly but added cost. When engines fail while dashboards still show remaining life, disputes arise. Some premium applications are returning to more advanced sensing because prediction is not the same as measurement. For demanding drivers, following severe service schedules remains wise regardless of digital reassurance. Algorithms are efficient, direct feedback is reliable, and emotional connection under the hood also made a surprising comeback. Number 5. The engine they said was dead. The resilience of the V8. Downsizing and turbocharging produced impressive efficiency numbers and strong torque on paper. Smaller engines meant regulatory targets and marketing headlines.
But real-world driving sometimes narrows the efficiency gap under heavy load. Beyond numbers lies character. Linear throttle response, distinctive sound, and predictable power delivery create emotional connection. I have driven both configurations, and the difference is experiential. Turbo systems add complexity that may increase long-term repair cost once warranties expire. Enthusiasts refuse to accept extinction quietly. Demand kept certain V8 models alive in trucks and performance cars. Efficiency matters, but so does identity. Manufacturers learned eliminating beloved options can weaken loyalty. Balance is possible, and even lighting details became part of that lesson.
Number 4. The signal that spoke clearly. Sequential turn signals return. Sweeping indicators may appear stylistic, but motion communicates direction more clearly than static blinking lights. I followed a vehicle with dynamic signals in dense traffic and instantly understood its intended movement. Implementing sequential lighting with modern LEDs is not difficult, yet many trims removed it to shave modest cost. Clear signaling improves recognition time and reduces confusion. After customer feedback and renewed safety emphasis, more manufacturers are restoring dynamic indicators across lineups. Small design elements can carry meaningful functional value. Removing them saved little. Bringing them back restores clarity. And driver engagement extended even deeper into the transmission tunnel.
Number 3. The 3 pedals that refuse to die. Manual transmissions come back. Manuals nearly vanished from mainstream sedans, often justified by low sales percentages, but they were frequently limited to base trims lacking desirable features. Buyers wanting premium audio, advanced safety tech, and a manual gearbox rarely had the option. Then, low sales were cited as proof of declining demand. When offered respectfully, manuals still generate strong enthusiasm in performance models. Drivers value involvement, control, and mechanical simplicity. Manuals create passionate brand advocates who influence purchasing decisions beyond their numbers. Restoring choice does not mean dominating market share. It means acknowledging drivers who value engagement. Eliminating options can weaken identity more than it strengthens efficiency metrics. And material choices inside the cabin sparked similar debates. Number 2. Luxury or marketing? Real leather versus synthetic substitutes. Modern synthetic upholstery is durable and easier to maintain, and it costs less to produce. But genuine leather breathes differently, ages uniquely, and often lasts decades when cared for properly. I have sat in older vehicles where real leather still looked impressive after high mileage. As prices climbed, some buyers questioned why synthetic materials dominated higher trims without clear distinction. Transparency matters when vehicles command premium pricing. Resale values often reflect interior material quality more than expected. Some brands now offer clearer differentiation or expanded real leather options after feedback. The issue is not whether synthetics exist, it is whether buyers understand what they are paying for. Clear communication builds trust, and trust ultimately shapes long-term ownership confidence. Number 1. The cost of small mistakes. Why repair-friendly design is coming back. Modern vehicles increasingly rely on integrated modules, where one minor failure requires replacing an entire expensive unit. A single malfunction can trigger a massive repair estimate. Older designs prioritized modularity, allowing targeted repairs. As integration expanded, costs rose. Minor collisions sometimes lead to major financial consequences because components cannot be serviced individually. Consumer pressure and right-to-repair discussions have encouraged manufacturers to reconsider fully sealed design philosophy. Some newer models are being engineered with greater component-level serviceability again. Efficiency should not eliminate practicality. Designing cars to be repairable strengthens long-term trust and ownership satisfaction. A small issue should not escalate into a large bill. That lesson may be the most important reversal of all. For years, features disappeared quietly under the banner of innovation in efficiency. Customers paid attention, feedback accumulated, the market corrected. Informed drivers shape design more than they realize. Click any of these videos on your screen, and I'll see you in a moment.